I've used an iPhone for years. Not in a sleep with it under my pillow kind of way, but it's been my default phone for a long time. That said, every now and then, an Android phone shows up and reminds me why this whole ecosystem war isn't as one-sided as people pretend. Last year when I spent time with the Motorola Razr Ultra, that itch came back. The customization, the little quality of life features, the freedom. And now, with the Galaxy S26 lineup expected to launch very soon alongside One UI 8.5, Samsung might finally have the perfect opening. Because here's the thing, I'm exactly the kind of iPhone user Samsung wants to steal. I'm not loyal to a logo, I just want the best phone experience for the money. If Android can deliver something genuinely better, not just different, I'd switch without looking back. And as usual, Samsung phones are leaking like crazy ahead of launch. We already have a pretty solid picture of what the Galaxy S26 series might bring to the table. And honestly, some of these rumored features are very tempting. One of the biggest ones is privacy display. This feature has basically been confirmed at this point, and it does exactly what it sounds like. It makes your screen unreadable to anyone who isn't directly looking at it. No extra privacy screen protector, no awkward tilting your phone away from strangers. If you've ever used your phone on public transport, you already know why this is useful. It's one of those subtle but brilliant features that feels obvious once it exists. And once again, it's Samsung getting there before Apple. Then there's performance. In the US at least, every Galaxy S26 model is expected to ship with the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. And based on early benchmarks and reports, this chip is a monster. Better battery efficiency, faster AI processing, stronger graphics. The full package. Apple still dominates the laptop space with its M-series chips, no question. But on the phone side, Qualcomm is clearly swinging hard, and for the first time in a while, Apple might actually have serious competition at the top. AI is another big one. Samsung has already partnered heavily with Google, and there's a good chance the S26 launch comes with free access to Google's premium Gemini features. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 offered 6 months of Google AI One Pro, and Pixel phones have gone even further with longer free trials. With Samsung reportedly dropping its usual double storage for free launch deal, replacing that with an upgraded AI subscription would make a lot of sense. Especially when Apple is still very clearly playing catch-up in the AI space. And speaking of AI actually being useful, scam detection might finally be coming to Galaxy phones. This is one of the best Pixel exclusive features right now. Instead of just flagging suspicious numbers, it actively listens for red flags during calls and warns you in real time if something sounds off. If Samsung brings this to the S26 lineup, that's a genuinely meaningful upgrade. Not a flashy gimmick, but real protection that works in the background. Durability also looks like it could take a big step forward. According to reliable leaks, the S26 series will feature a new generation of Gorilla Glass that's tough enough to make screen protectors basically unnecessary. If that holds up in real-world use, that's huge. Fewer accessories, cleaner design, and one less thing to worry about. Cameras are a bit more complicated. It doesn't sound like Samsung is going all out with massive sensor upgrades this year. But there are still some promising changes, like a wider aperture on the main camera and a new sensor for the 3x telephoto. Combined with the improved image processing from the new Snapdragon chip, that could still result in noticeably better photos. Right now, the top iPhones and Galaxy phones are very evenly matched when it comes to photography. Where Apple still has the edge is video. Shooting 4K HDR is easier, more consistent, and the selfie camera is still better. Samsung technically offers 8K video, but let's be honest, that's more of a spec sheet flex than something most people actually use. If Samsung stops chasing headline numbers and focuses on matching Apple's video reliability, that would make switching a lot more realistic for people like me who shoot daily. Finally, there's the software design. I don't hate Apple's new liquid glass look. In fact, I kinda like it. And it looks like Samsung might borrow some of that aesthetic in One UI 8.5. Ideally, I'd love Samsung to go in a bolder direction again. I still miss the sharper, boxier designs. But as iOS and Android continue to resemble each other more, switching platforms becomes way less intimidating. So yeah, for the first time in a while, Samsung isn't just throwing features at the wall. If even half of these rumors turn out to be true, the Galaxy S26 could be the phone that finally makes me leave the iPhone behind. But what do you think? Would any of this be enough to make you switch? Or are you sticking with your current phone no matter what? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next one.